Seriously? Seriously. Hey everybody, Economic Ninja here. I hope you are doing great. You know who's not doing great? 7-Eleven. You know what? 7-Eleven has just announced, because the economy is so strong, because that's what's coming out of the White House right now, that's the narrative, that they are closing down 444 stores. You know, it's interesting. It's an even number like that, 444. I wonder what the 444 stands for, what a meaning is. You know, there's always number meanings. It's just really interesting. Put it down below if you know. This is actually a sign that the economy is not doing well. You see, when the economy is doing well, more people have money for Slurpees. And if maybe the reason why is people have been wheezing the juice. No more wheezing the juice. If you guys know where that movie came, or that quote came from, what movie, let me know down below, and I'm going to give you a little bit of a hint. All right, now check this out. Before we dive into this, because things are bad and they're actually going to get worse, you more than likely are prepared and not scared. Type 1 if you're one of those people that know things are going bad. You don't listen to the mainstream media and listen to their lies and narratives. What I want to do is talk about real quick, 67 hours left. Oh my gosh, of the pre-filming discount and it's a massive discount. I want to say it's like 90% off, a Bitcoin Accelerator 101 course. It is the basics. If you've ever wanted to invest in cryptocurrency, but you're afraid to, you actually should be a little afraid, because it is sketchy and people can lose money. It teaches you all the basics. And most of it is not even taught by me. It's taught by a professional, a professional. His name's Dylan. It's an incredible course. Go check it out. It teaches you everything from buying, selling, trading, and not technical analysis, but like how to do it safely on all these exchanges, how to set up the exchanges, and then all the different ways to store it. He gives you so much information. It is, I'm not joking, one of the best values I've ever seen. All right, that link is down below, 67 hours left. Here we go. 7-Eleven shuttering 444 North American stores amid a strategic pivot. Don't you like how those CEOs do this stuff? Now, this story is from someone I know named Greg. So everyone thank Greg for bringing this to us. The retailer also aims to generate $520 million through sale leasebacks of an undisclosed number of stores as its parent company slashes its profit forecast and spins off non-core segments. So I guess, again, people just don't have the money for Slurpees. Now it says, let's see here. Some just real quick bullet points. They're shuttering the 444 convenience stores in North America, including in the U.S. due to underperformance. The parent company, 7&I Holdings, revealed in its quarterly earnings presentation on Thursday. Oh, look at who's with us right now. Everyone say hello to Jay Bravo. If you haven't followed him, you must be living under a rock, because he is awesome. He's a good friend of mine. So everyone say hi to Bravo, and thanks for the super chat, Johnny. All right, it says the world's largest core retailer also agreed. Hey, Bravo, Greg brought me this story. Did he bring it to you? I'm just throwing it out there. I bet you he didn't. Everyone give Johnny a hard time. It says the largest C-store retailer also agreed last month to offload an undisclosed number of properties in North America via sale leasebacks for a profit of $520 million. 7&I also revealed Thursday that the deal is expected to close in February of 2025. Both moves coincide with 7&I announcing Thursday that it slashed its net income forecast for fiscal year 2024, as well as created a spin-off company. That's usually what happens when things are getting bad, like, hey, let's start a new company and put all the good assets in that, leave all the crap in here for the shareholders. And that's something, a really good sign for you to see. Sorry, it's not that I'm excited this is happening, but I am excited that I saw it ahead of time and that you get to see it ahead of time, because then you prepare for these hard times, you save your pennies, you get ready, and you pounce. This is what separates the men from mice, wealthy people from poor people. We're all talking about not your bank account, your mindset, strategic acquisitions during hard times, all right? And if the last 4 years have taught you anything about finance and politics, it should teach you to be ready ahead of time and be ready to pounce. Do you know how many millionaires are made just during COVID alone? And it's almost like there's something else gone its way. All right, here we go. Let's be serious, ninja. Now it says in North America, the company said it's enduring a tougher consumer spending environment. Now think about that for a second. What does 7-Eleven sell except for what are those really gross sweaty dogs, that are always rotating and never selling? Really cheap nachos and cheese, Slurpees, and of course, some gas, right? Now, what kind of consumer, what's happening? Well, I guess, M&M sales are not really going up because they're having to double the price. Pretty much everything in that store has had to double or triple in price, even though the government says inflation's only like at 3-something%. And they keep getting that number wrong. But this is exciting to me when we see Dollar General, like the cheapest of the retailers. Think about this. Big Lots, Dollar Tree, 7-Eleven, you can add to it. All of these where your lower to middle income families are being slowly crushed. Now, this is where it's good. I know it's going to sound crazy because a lot of people are like, oh, you're not insensitive. Well, I have been. I've been trying for 3.5 years to explain how this works and how bad it's going to be. And so if they come across these videos and go, oh, this guy's a jerk, I'm actually trying to help you and wake people up. Because if you'll start spending like nobody today, getting out of debt, using less debt, saving money, investing in inflation hedges, you're absolutely going to crush it when all the people that are voting for K-pop, people that have no common sense, lose everything, and you're going to go scrape it up and grab it and then rent it back to them and be good people instead of some big corporate conglomerate like BlackRock. All right? Type 1 if you agree with that, if you think that's a pretty solid plan. Now it says, additionally, 7&I acknowledge that in North America, it's experiencing a growing polarization of consumption due to a decline in labor incomes, which is a result of challenging employment conditions as well as inflationary pressures and high interest rates. Well, that would be really cool if 7&I or 7-Eleven actually went to and talked to the current administration and actually let them know the truth, so maybe they could put that in the teleprompter. It says, while the company didn't point out directly to these challenges in North America as a cause for its latest store closures and property sale in the continent, the connection between them is clear. When asked to confirm where the 444 stores it's closing are located, as well as how many stores it agreed to sell and then lease for the $520 million in profit, a 7-Eleven spokesperson, now I haven't read this yet. I never read these stories before I do a video. Let's see what it says. Pretty sure I know what it's going to say. The 7-Eleven spokesperson only pointed to both moves being part of the company's long-term growth strategy. And this is what they said. As part of this, we made the decision to optimize a number of non-core assets that do not fit into our growth strategy, the spokesperson said. At the same time, we continue to open stores in areas where customers are looking for more convenience. Oh my gosh! Is Miss Harris, so that the algo doesn't know what I'm talking about, Miss Harris, is she working for 7-Eleven as a spokesperson? Because that person did not answer the freaking question. When asked, where are all these stores you're going to close, the 444 located? It's a beautiful day, and my parents grew up in a small house. Still not answering the question. And they had a lot of pride in their house, mainly their lawn. Yeah, still not answering the question. We just want to know. See, the truth is these companies don't want you to know because they don't want the employees of those stores to know, because you know what they do? I'm out of here. And that's what they do. They quit, and they'd have a collapse. They want to surprise the employees, like, hey, surprise, you're being fired. Closing the store. Thank you, come again. This is how big corporations work. This is why you need a side hustle. This is why you need a plan B. Most people don't have plan Bs, and they get absolutely crushed when they get laid off. I don't want that for you. So look, start looking at alternative assets. That's why I show you the Bitcoin 101 Accelerator. If you want it down below, boom. You will learn everything about the basics to buy, sell, protect, hold your cryptocurrency if you want to involve yourself in that. And if you do, don't put all your pennies in one basket. You got to go and find some gold and silver. You got to go get out of debt. You got to do it all. I know. And it's actually not that crazy. It's not that hard. And it actually turns into quite a fun time when you start watching your digits go up because you're thinking globally and not just about what's going on in your life. All right. I hope you got something out of this. Thank you so much. 67 hours of that sale left. The Economic Ninja is out.